The real estate market full of change here in Charlotte. Rental rates going crazy right through the roof. So buying a home is making more and more sense for a lot of people.
That's right. First-time home buying can be a little intimidating, though. But our first guest is here to help. Welcome Mike Sposato with Carolina Realty Advisors. Good morning to you, and I like your jersey, sir.
There you go, Penn.
Good morning. Yeah, guess who's going to the Super Bowl, right?
You going?
This guy right
Yeah.
here.
Where are you going?
Yeah, heading out Friday.
Keep pounding, keep selling, right?
That's right. Keep pounding.
You're seeing a lot of changes in the real estate market. Rising rent prices, more people, they think it makes sense to buy at this point. Because of that, a lot of millennials looking to buy their first home. Is this right?
Absolutely. You know, in the greater Charlotte area, they're predicting that in 2016, rental rates are going to go up another 3%. So right now we're facing what we're calling a rental affordability crisis, which the interesting thing is that a lot of millennials, a lot of people in general, are paying about half of their monthly income towards rent,
Right.
which is just crazy. And if you look at it, because interest rates are so low, it's actually less expensive at this point to go out and try to buy a property versus continuing to rent the property. And let's face it, when you're renting, you get absolutely zero return on your money.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people think if you're, when you're buying a house, you just call the guy on the sign. But it's always a good idea. If you've got somebody representing you when you're buying a house, that can save you money and really help you in the long run.
Absolutely. I mean, you hit it right on the head. First-time buyers just don't understand how important it is to really align themselves up front as the first step with a good realtor, somebody they like, they trust.
Somebody's caring about you.
Right, someone who's got your best interest in mind. And when I represent my buyer clients, I don't charge any fees whatsoever. And a lot of first-time buyers just don't realize. They think if I hire this realtor, it's going to cost me a bunch of money. When in fact, my job is to actually help my clients get the best possible deal. And there's some great things about having a buyer agent. One of them is that it's my job to promote my client's best interests.
Right.
And people just don't understand that. They think that they see that name on the sign and maybe we work for the seller. There's a lot of confusion. It just makes sense to really find a good fit, somebody that you like, you trust, someone who's got your best interest in mind.
That's important. It makes a big difference in the process because it can be overwhelming and a bit intimidating, particularly, I think, for first-time home buyers.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. And one of the other things that's, I would say, the next most important step, once you've found a great realtor that you're comfortable with, is finding somebody that you can have to do your financing. What we're finding now is that a lot of first-time buyers don't understand how little money it takes as a down payment. They listen to their parents. They probably get too much information.
20%.
Exactly.
Right.
And you know what? The truth of it is I actually have one of my buyer clients right now under a contract, no money down.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Now that's a different kind of program, but there are no money down programs. There's FHA programs which only require 3.5% of the total cost of the property. And then there's traditional conventional loans with as little as 5% down. But it doesn't take that much money to put down in order to make the move from being a renter into a homeowner. And I think that causes a lot of people to stay out of the market because they're already paying a ton in rent, not able to save enough money, so they think, and so they're in a perpetual, renting situation, and that's just not the truth. If they went and got pre-approved, some other good things will happen too. Like one of the things is they'll find out, what's my budget? What can I really afford? Another great thing is you'll find out what kind of interest rate you can actually get based on your credit, and that will let you know what your monthly payments are going to be. And then one other thing that's important for first-time buyers is they don't think about the timing that's involved behind buying a property. But when you're renting, it's really easy to, hey, my lease ends in
June or whatever,
and I'll wait until May to start looking for a rental, for another property to rent. But with real estate, it's a longer process. In fact, from the time that we have our first meeting with a new client until the time their first mortgage payment is due, on average, it's 5 to 6 months.
Wow.
And so, getting started early with a good lender and understanding, and the one other thing I wanted to bring up, unfortunately, credit fraud is pretty prevalent today. And so getting pre-approved early in the process so that you can see what your credit score is and make sure that there's no blemishes that you didn't even cause.
Right.
You know, and if there are, then there's ways of, you know, managing that and dealing with it in order to improve your credit rating.
It makes you a better buyer too, because if you put in an offer, the person that's house who it is wants to know that you're able to buy that house and not
Absolutely.
just jerking them around.
Yeah, in this market, you won't even, if you don't have a pre-approval,
Yeah.
you know, the other day I listed a home, put it on the market on Monday. By Wednesday, we had 19 showings, 2 offers. The second offer, unbeknownst to anybody, didn't even know we had another offer, came in at $10,000 over asking price. And of course, you know, pre-approval letter was there, all that stuff's there, and that helps. You really have to have
Wow.
that.
Mike can help you. You can contact Mike at Carolina Realty Advisors. The number is 704-619-7070. I'll say it again, 704-619-7070. Or visit realestatecharlottenc.com, realestatecharlottenc.com. Give Mike a call. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Yeah, thanks.
Enjoy
Thanks, buddy.
yourself at the Super Bowl.
Keep
I'll
pounding.
try not to.
We'll